Hannah. I'm doing my fetal pig dissection. I have my little sister Haley recording for me, so if you hear me refer to her, that's who that is. Okay, so I have tied down my pig. Haley, come over on this side. So right here is the urogenital papilla. Right here, this is where it's tied off, is the umbilical cord. Then we have the inside. I have cut it on the sides so that I could get in easier. We have the tongue, the hard palate right here with the ridges. Come on this side a little bit so you can see from this side. The hard palate right here where it is soft is the soft palate. Back here there is a flap. The flap is the epiglottis. So that blocks food and liquids from going down the trachea to the lungs. And then behind the epiglottis is the pharynx. So I'm gonna cut them open down here and see if we can get a better view of that. But I do know that the pharynx is back behind the epiglottis. So Haley, you could pause that for me. Okay, so I'm gonna cut on the sides and down the center. Gonna make sure I don't hit any of the inside organs because I don't want to mess them up, so I can look at them. Maybe I should have cut a little bit on that side. Make sure I get this flap right here. So that I can pull it up. Sorry I'm cutting so slow. I really don't want to mess up any of the internal organs while I'm cutting it. I'm gonna go around here. Okay, slowly but surely getting there. There's where the umbilical cord is attached. I'll cut that so that I can get further inside. Make sure I'm not blocking you from recording. Okay. Go this way. Cut through that bone right there. Make sure I'm not cutting this trying to get this rib cage out of my way. It's okay. Cut through that real quick so that I can get further inside. I'm gonna cut this side so I can get in on this side better. Need to cut these organs away from the side here. Okay, I think this is about as open as I'm gonna be able to get it. Okay, Haley, can you pause for me real quick? Okay, so if you get a little bit closer, Haley. Right here is the larynx. And then from the larynx this is the trachea. You can see that it has ridges. I'm gonna split it a little bit so that we can see beneath it, because behind the trachea is the esophagus. Kind of see it's a tube right there. If I cut a little bit more, I might be able to pull it out. But I don't want to cut too much. Cut just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Right here. Can you get a little bit closer so that they can see the rings right there? The trachea. Underneath the trachea is a tube. That is your esophagus. The tube that is right behind the trachea. Okay, and then from there, from the trachea, I'm gonna cut a little bit more because I need to make sure I can see where this trachea is leading. Where the trachea separates into two, I guess you could say tubes, to the lungs. That is the bronchi. Then we have the lungs. So this is would be the pig's right lung. And then on this side would be the left lung. So right lung, left lung, right around the heart, which is right here. Make sure you're not moving too much. So the lungs are on the side. The heart is right here. Then separating the two, let's see, would it be, okay, pause for a minute, please. Okay, so this thin membrane right here, that is the diaphragm, separates. And then right here, we have the liver. So this is the liver's large, as you can see. Underneath, on this side, right here, we have the gallbladder. So that is the gallbladder. Okay, Haley, you can come on this side. Make sure you can still see me in it a little bit because... Okay, so then right after the gallbladder, if you see me looking over here, I have a paper so I make sure I'm labeling all the things. So right here, after the gallbladder, which I just showed you, right here, it's kind of squishy. That is the stomach. So from the stomach right here, which I will pull out and dissect later, the part of the stomach that gets into, from the stomach to the small intestines is the how do I say it? Duodenum. I think that's how you pronounce it. So from there, which you can see is right. Let's see. Here we go. This little line right here, from the stomach to the small intestines. So that is the duodenum. Then all of these right here are the small intestines. You can come in a little bit closer to make sure they can see it. All of these would be the small intestines. From the small intestines, you have the large intestines right here, which don't look as big, but they are called the large intestines because of the diameter of the tubes. So that is the large intestines. Okay, now Haley, can you pause for me? Go. Okay, so I want to point out one more time the stomach and then the duodenum right here, because I don't know if I pointed it out really good last time. And then, like I said, small intestines, large intestines right here. Underneath the stomach is the pancreas. So I believe it is this right here. I believe that, because that would be underneath the stomach on this side of where the side of the spleen is. So I believe that would be the pancreas right there. From the pancreas is the spleen, which is this little piece right here. It's the spleen. Okay. Haley, will you pause that for me? Okay, so right here we have the rectum is the tube right here. From the rectum, we have the kidneys are on the side, so you've got a right kidney and a left kidney right here. This is the urinary bladder right here. And then from the kidneys, the little tube right here, if you can see, it's underneath this right here. I don't want to... The little tube that comes from the kidney would be the ureter. So this right here. Okay, and pause. Okay, so I have just shown you the kidneys, the urinary bladder, and the ureter. So urinary bladder. I have determined that this is a female pig because right here, the bead at the very end, it looks kind of like a bead, would be the ovary. So she's got two. There's one on this side right here and one on this side. So those are the ovaries right there. And then the tube that is following from the ovary would be the fallopian tube. It looks kind of, let's see if I can pick it up. So right there we have the ovary. I cannot get a hold of it. And the fallopian tube. Okay, come come on this side of me. And that is everything. That is the end of my dissection for the fetal pig. So thanks for watching. Okay, so this is the cutting of the stomach. So I'm gonna cut right here. So I've got the stomach out, and now I'm going to put a small incision inside of the stomach so that I can see what's on the inside. Don't wanna, here, maybe I should place, I can move him this way a little bit so that I don't cut myself. Okay, it's open. There is fluid on the inside, brown fluid that's coming out of the stomach. I'm trying to get it open. I'd rather not, I don't want all the fluid to come out, but in order to see the inside, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, make sure you're getting this so I can. There we go. This is the inside of the stomach. It's actually a lot thinner than I would have thought the stomach would be. And like I said before, it is filled with fluid. Okay, and then stretching out all the small intestines. You can see where they're all connected there. So that was the stomach, and then earlier when I said the duodenum, it's right there to the small intestines. And that is all of those. So you can see where it's all all the small intestines are connected together right there to the large intestines right there. Okay, and that is it for the stomach.